What's up, everyone? Chilly fall day here in PA. We are making a little video here on installation of cameras for the outside portion of the house, surveillance cameras. Um, we are doing two cameras in the front covering just the side of the house, kind of like that porch area, and then we're gonna do, there's my little one running around, and then we're doing another facing kind of like this angle here for two in the front, and then we'll have a third camera facing the porch, or I'm sorry, the carport, and showing the vehicles here. And of course, all my junk, all my tools and stuff will be covered by this camera. A fourth camera will be covering the back, so it would only be one side of the house that's not protected. It's in between my neighbor and my house, but I feel like for somebody to get to that portion of the property, they'll have to be caught in either of the other four cameras. So either this one or the one facing the front of the house. So I uploaded a video showing how the process that I had to go through in order to get new outlets set up in the attic in order to get this, because these cameras do have a power supply. I didn't want the wires completely exposed, so I drilled holes in all the spots I wanted the camera to get my power supply. Ideally, I wanted to have the power supply and the camera connector inside of the house, but unfortunately the camera wire is not big enough, not long enough, so I don't think I can do that. So I gotta go to the most I guess resourceful way of doing it, which is bringing the wires out for the power supply, and then I'm gonna, instead of going to the brick, I'm gonna go to that portion of the house right there. That's where I'm gonna have the camera set up and try to tuck everything that I can underneath this flashing or whatever this is called here, in order to have the wires not fully exposed for aesthetic and safety purposes. Hopefully somebody doesn't come and pull it off, but again, to get to them, they'll have to be on camera, so still, have the purpose of the camera being there. So here's a closer view of how I got everything through. So this goes to the attic. Of course, this portion of the house here doesn't have a solid roof, but beyond the this cover here. So what I did for all of them is I drilled a hole big enough to fit this power supply and a little more, and then I took a wire, I fished the wire through this hole and up into the attic. Then I went in the attic. That's why you see the tape here. I tape this and the wire facing each other, so that way it doesn't make a lot of bulge. And then I pull the wire slowly out towards the outside of the house, and that's how I ended up getting my wires outside. It's no different than doing electrical work and you put a wire or a guide or whatever it's called through the duct to get the wires through, and then pull them back in to have everything where you have it. Then once I'm done, I'm gonna put some silicone and cover that up to keep the bugs out of it, the wasp and all that. So here's the camera system that I got. Is by Hiseeu, which is spelled just like it sounds, Hiseeu. Hiseeu, 4 cameras, a mouse, a NVR, not a DVR, an NVR right there, which has VGA capability and HDMI. It comes with a cable to plug into your router, power supply, and I believe it's 1 terabyte of memory. The way it works is it records up to that 1 terabyte, and then it starts deleting the older videos, which I don't know, the oldest ones is the one that gets erased. You also have the availability to stick a memory drive in there, or a flash drive, that USB right there. You can plug that in and get your, if you have any incidents that you need to record, you can record them from there. So it's not a bad deal. We got it from Amazon during the Prime Day for like $189. I did call them on a Sunday. Yesterday was Sunday. I called them just to ask them a couple questions, and surprisingly, they did answer. So again, don't forget, if you need any help on adding outlets for these, if you don't have them and you want to have the wires inside of the house, every application is going to be different, but you might want to, I don't know, go ahead and drill through your bricks, which I decided I didn't want to do. So that's why I went up at the top up here, and go through the attic. So again, I have a video on my channel. If you want to go up there and check how I did that. There's two ways of doing it. One is if you have enough slack to just make an extension box, and another one if you don't have the slack and you end up with 3 boxes. Not an electrician, not telling people go and do this based on my opinion or my knowledge only. So if you want to consult with somebody, go ahead and do that. But now we're gonna go ahead and get the cameras installed and get the system going. Here's the what the camera looks like. It does work at night, so it has infrared capability. I believe this is the sensor for light right here. So once this is it senses darkness, or if you cover it, you can see this light red. This is an antenna for the camera, and then the cable comes out this way. There is another piece, it's the mounting plate that goes there, which I'm gonna use first to make sure that I get my my hole, the holes for the screws where I need them. You come down to the wire, it splits into 2. You have a reset button right here with a cap, so if you take that cap off, there's a reset button in there. And then this is the power supply. Again, I initially had them thought about putting these inside of the home and covering it, so only this portion and the camera will be exposed. But I don't have the room. There goes my daughter again. I don't have the room to do that, so I'm gonna have to go with the initial idea of just having, or I guess with the idea that I didn't want to use of having this outside, but we'll make it work. Here's the mounting plate, 3 holes. It does come with the screws, and then the back side of it has a slot for the wire, so it can be flush. So I'm gonna put this up on the wall the way I want it, with the wires, I believe, facing up right now, and mark it and go ahead and drill my holes. I forget to mention, the camera does have a feature that you can actually tighten this Allen wrenches little screws, and you can make them fix to whatever you need. So you can loosen that up and make them. It does come with, here's the package for the installation. You get 3 of this insert for the screws, 3 screws, and a little Allen wrench. I don't know if there's one Allen wrench for all cameras or for the package, or one for each camera. So I took the yep, there he goes. I took the backing plate, or the mounting plate, and brought it up to the point of installation, and I put it the way I want it. Then I marked with a pencil where I'm gonna get the holes. I'm gonna drill. Make sure you have some eye protection. So I got the hole drilled out, and that's what you're left with. And I got a little bit of excess. I'm gonna take a knife and cut the rest of it, mount the camera, hook everything up. This is what's gonna happen for all 3 of them. Make sure you get a drill bit that fits almost to the edge of the diameter of the this little things here. I don't know what they're called, but I'm gonna do that for all cameras, and then that'll pretty much be it. Just connect them, and then we'll go to show you what they look like. And here's the final product. This is the end of the project here. What I did there at the end is I sealed the exit point for the wires with some silicone to try to keep the bumblebees and all that stuff from crawling in my house. Pretty sure they find their ways to get there anyhow. So I have all the cameras pointed to where I want them to point, and covering most of the house, the driveway, the cars. This is a big thing nowadays, people breaking into cars, so we got the cars covered on the right and left side. So the passenger side, or the right side of the driveway, and the left side of the driveway with that one back there. So we did that for all 4 of them. We put the ceiling in there, and I'll show you what they look like during the daylight and nighttime. And here's the image during the day. Pretty clear, I would say. Like I said, this is the one, both of the ones outside, and then this one here is picking up the front of the truck, where this one is picking up from that front tire back. And there's the backyard. So not bad quality. You have the ability to record stuff and pull stuff off the video. I think good little system overall. Here's the quality of the night vision or the night setting on the cameras. It doesn't look that bad. It's black and white, but I think you'd be able to make out somebody's face if they came close to the car or close to the door. Maybe you can zoom in. So it's not that bad. I think the abilities that you have on the resolution are different for the monitor, so you can change it to how clear you want it to be. I just wanted to show what it looks like at night.